as the source puts it. Makes it hard to leave.
Very hard. Which leads nicely into how they actually make money from all this.
Yeah.
The source describes a dual-engine approach.
Okay, two main ways. What's engine number one?
That's their historical base, government and defense. Think long-term contracts with the U.S. government, allied nations. Stable, often classified work.
Using the Gotham platform mostly, right? For
Yes.
national security, counterterrorism, military operations.
Exactly. Analyzing massive data sets for the Department of Defense, optimizing logistics, even helping with things like the NHS response during COVID. It's critical high-stakes stuff. Provides a solid revenue foundation.
Okay, engine one, government. What's engine two?
The commercial sector. And this is where the source highlights massive recent growth. They're pushing Foundry hard into large companies' manufacturing, energy, finance, healthcare.
Using it for similar things. Optimizing operations, predictive analytics.
Pretty much. Helping companies use their data to run better, faster, smarter, gain an edge. And that U.S. commercial revenue growth has been, well, explosive lately.
That's a key growth story for them then. And how do they land these big clients? There's a specific model mentioned.
Yeah, the acquire, expand, and scale model.
Yeah.
They might start relatively small, maybe even a low-cost pilot project to prove the value, get their foot in the door.
Show what the tech can do on one problem.
Right. Then, once they've shown results, they expand the deployment to tackle bigger, broader challenges within the company.
And the end goal is to become deeply integrated, almost essential to the client's operations.
That seems to be the strategy, become the operating system for their data.
Okay, so unique tech, two market engines, a plan to scale within clients. But this is a tough space. AI, big data, lots of competition. What stops the big guys? Google, Microsoft, IBM from just eating their lunch?